TikTok's new most hated user. Okay, there's a new most hated. I think there's a new one every other month. Caitlin Campbell is a TikToker who uploads the most uncontroversial videos about coffee. She maintains a positive attitude when talking about how she runs her coffee business, although she has also one of the most brutal comment sections you might ever witness. How did Caitlin Campbell become so hated? And how is this partially solved with Tom Segura on the YMH podcast? Let's find out.
This is Caitlin Campbell, and I doubt we'll ever see.
Bruh, not this chick. You know her? Makai, what's good? Welcome in. You know her? Come on, Outlast. No Outlast today, buddy. Tomorrow, though, we play the full game, all right? Be there. Please, be there. I'd love to have you, bro.
This is Caitlin Campbell, and I doubt we'll ever see another comment section nearly as brutal as hers. She gets called Heavy Potter, Lesbian Peter Griffin, and White Kim Jong-un. Although if you're familiar with
Lesbian Peter Griffin is mad. Lesbian Peter Griffin, this nigga's a poet. That's crazy.
Lesbian Peter Griffin, and White Kim Jong-un.
Although
if you're familiar with Caitlin Campbell's content, you might argue that she really doesn't deserve it. Her videos focus on the uncontroversial topic of coffee, initially posting tutorials on how to make certain types or use specific pieces of gear.
My goal on TikTok is to help you brew the best coffee you possibly can at home.
Since she was also promoting her own product called Street Brew, Caitlin added videos talking about how she ran her business.
Welcome to the day in the life of a 29-year-old small business owner who makes coffee for a living.
And while this was already hard enough to manage,
running a small business
right. Hear me out. Hear me out. Sinu, good night. If I started a coffee, how many of you guys drink coffee? If I started a coffee company, would you buy? Like, are you a coffee drinker? Because like it's something I'm interested in, bro. Like, if I started, wait, how many of you guys drink coffee? Like, would you be okay with me being a provider of coffee and tea to your home? You know? Would you be, no? Not like, how many of you drink coffee? I love coffee. I'm a big coffee drinker. I think you guys know. I'm drinking coffee right now in an Ethiopian cup, you know? And I have a coffee cup I drink a lot of coffee. I do. Would you be okay with me providing coffee and tea to your home, you know? Like pulling up in a little cart, deliver it over? Just think about it. We can think about it.
Any kind of business is tough. There are going to be bad days. There are going to be bad seasons. There are going to be days you want to throw in the towel.
There was another thing making it even harder.
From the moment I started posting on TikTok, I was met with hate and trolls and
Why?
comments. Like,
really?
The moment I started posting.
You're like, here's some coffee.
Yeah. And just
like, I hate you.
destroy.
On an early video encouraging people to open
trying
their
to
own
convince
business,
my friends they need to start a
Caitlin
business.
received comments such as, maybe start a gym, CEO of food, and all you do is roast coffee beans, calm down. This
doesn't matter what you do, they'll cook you for it. It's just crazy.
Understandably began to hurt her feelings.
Definitely like really bothered me because like in real life people aren't jerks like that mostly.
This is a very important point.
Exactly.
So much that Caitlin felt the need to reply to the negative comments. Building a community. Yeah, you started it all. Never claimed I started it all. How can you be good at coffee? The same way you can be good at anything else. Practice and make better coffee. You're just making coffee. Everyone is good at making coffee. I beg to differ.
Yeah, I beg to differ
with
too.
The continual...
These fucking kids. You obviously don't know the difference between coffee, bro. Bro. You haven't had good coffee unless you have Tomoka coffee, bro. Tomoka is the type of coffee that'll make your dick stand up. It's so strong. There's different types of coffee, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it depends on how you brew it as well, buddy. I don't know about that one, little guy. You made a bold statement there.
Hate bringing Caitlin to a crossroads.
You have two choices. Keep posting content and ignore the trolls, ignore the haters, and go out there and win, or stop posting content and do something else.
Rather than defending herself, Caitlin began embracing the elements that made her page unique.
How I deal with the hate. I don't live and die by the comments. I'm not searching for validation from people who don't know me.
And when asked if she could focus on the coffee and not inspirational speeches, Caitlin politely told the viewer that she'd keep doing whatever she wanted, which when done this eloquently certainly adds to a person's charm. It's so funny to to see people getting so triggered over somebody sharing stuff about their passion. We get it, you don't like coffee. It honestly blows my mind. People get so triggered over coffee. Why are people getting so mad? It's literally just coffee.
Oh,
Say it
God.
louder for the people in the back.
Oh,
It's so
God.
funny to see people get mad you like coffee. Everyone has hobbies, so what's wrong with coffee being one?
Same.
It's crazy how triggered people get, although this failed to stop the rapidly increasing
I would argue that, like, you know, like certain nationalities, certain cultures have different hobbies. Like, for example, in Brazil, like a hobby for most of the kids there is to, or most of the young adults there is to play soccer. Like, it's to play soccer. That's a hobby. I would argue, and like in America, I'm trying to think what it is. I don't know what the fucking watch movies together. I don't fucking know. But in Ethiopia, I would argue that it's drinking coffee. I would argue, like, the amount of coffee consumed there, I don't know, maybe it's just where I was, but it's ridiculous. Like, and I was loving it.
negative comments on a video simply talking about
Large
her
business
to stop
owner
the
is,
rapidly
y'all niggas is fucking, like, terrible. Large business owner is crazy.
being one. It's crazy how triggered people get, although this failed to stop the rapidly increasing negative comments. On a video simply talking about her daily coffee intake, viewers berated her by stating, "How about you watch your calorie intake too? You eat 2 chocolate cakes a day though too, yeah? You don't look like you worry about
bro.
intakes." I guess she didn't really help herself by making lattes out of Fruit Loops, although the shirt she was wearing in
Jesus
the
loves
video revealed another reason she perhaps didn't deserve the hate. Caitlin explained
I think she's got to take more of a queso route on this one, you know? Kind of like run with the joke. People are going to find something to make fun of you for. Always. Like, that's the internet. I get made fun of for my forehead, made fun of for being black, made fun of from my lips. Like, that's just it. Like, that's the game you sign up for. You kind of got to just run with it. And if you don't like it, like, it'll fade because, like, people just stop. They get bored. Like, they get bored eventually and do something else. But it's just like, she doesn't deserve it, though. I will say she doesn't. She's being super nice about it, so I'm not saying she's doing anything wrong, but
that she began TikTok because she missed out on her dream job.
So I got rejected from what I thought was like my dream job at the time. I used to be a pastor. It was a very big pastoring job.
Which was a role she'd been studying for over 4
pastor.
years.
So I wanted to go into ministry. That's what I went to school for. I
She's
worked
just
in ministry
wholesome.
for 4 years.
And while being religious doesn't automatically make her better or moral, you could say that somebody who dreams of being a church pastor might be slightly more ethical than the standard TikTok troll.
a lot of young children would disagree with that, some of you too. But I see where you're going there. I see what you're saying. But like, I see what you're saying.
So I wanted to go into ministry. That's what I went to school for. I worked in ministry for 4 years.
And while being religious doesn't automatically make her better or moral, you could say that somebody who dreams of being a church pastor might be slightly more ethical than the standard TikTok troll. Because Caitlin then revealed that 20% of her company's revenue goes to the homeless population in her city, which if anything led to a positive article titled, "Father-daughter duo behind Street Brew Coffee wants to serve up real change for Toronto's homeless." Caitlin also managed to land a wants to serve up real change for Toronto's homeless. Caitlin also managed to land a spot on breakfast television until her positive path was reversed by one single TikTok that created a whole new wave of hate.
Making coffee is harder than your 9 to 5. Hear me.
She's just she's like, when you say something controversial, like, of course it's gonna get you views for sure, but you better have a good argument right here. Let me not even say, you better have a good freaking argument, because you riled up the internet with this one.
That created a whole new wave of hate.
Making coffee is harder than your 9 to 5.
Hear me out. First you have to weigh out your coffee to the exact gram, and then you have to get it ground up. It is exhausting turning this crank over and over again. Then after weighing out your water and getting it heated up, you have to pour it out in circular motions over and over and over again until you reach the goal weight. The whole process can take 4 to 6+ minutes, depending on what brew method you're using, just pouring water over and over. Then finally, after all that hard work, you can enjoy the cup, but man, I'm exhausted. I need a nap.
After her TikTok gained over 2 million
She's clearly joking. Like, she's clearly fucking trolling here, right? But if we're being for real, if you had to brew a bunch of coffee like that over and over again for people, that would get tedious. Jobs like that, like, imagine just like, let's be honest, like the McDonald's day. Like, people can just say, oh, all you're doing is fucking making fries all day. For 8 hours a fucking day is like, what do you mean right now? Like, are you geeking me? Suck my ass. Like, what do you mean?
Million views. Caitlyn was duetted by people working in manual labor,
Making coffee is harder than your 9 to 5.
which were captioned with titles such as "So thankful I'm not making coffee anytime soon. Honestly don't know how I'd manage." When
It's
a
always
similar
the military. It's always the military niggas, bro. Like, we get it. You're in the fucking military, nigga. Like, we get it. You're a hard nigga. Shut your ass up. Like, I knew one of y'all niggas was gonna have to fucking stitch it.
making coffee anytime
I do the hardest shit ever. Like, okay, nigga, like, you signed up for it. What the fuck? Like,
soon.
It's
Honestly
always
don't know
these
how
niggas,
I'd
bro.
manage. When a similar duet gained over 13,000 upvotes, most people managed to realize that Caitlyn's video was satire. However, it seemed as though the backlash was exactly what she wanted.
Yeah, I'm just trying to engagement bait. That's my goal.
Given a single negative tweet bashing Caitlyn would explode her mainstream presence. The post
don't disrespect the military. I'm not I'm not trying to disrespect the military. That's not what I'm trying to do. My brother was in the military. My cousin was. I sound like one of those niggas that's saying, I'm not racist. I'm saying, like, when you're doing something for people, don't throw it in their faces. That's the annoying shit. I hate when niggas do that. It's like, you know you're doing something well. We all know you're doing something well. Why are you fucking throwing it in people's faces? Like, we get it. We understand. We appreciate you. But, like, we don't have to hear that you're doing the hardest shit. We, like, don't do that shit. Like, we hate, it's like fucking One Piece fans. We know your show is fucking good, but you throw it in everybody's faces, so we're like, damn, like stop flexing, bro. We get it.
featured a video of Caitlyn with the caption, "What is this phenotype? Nickelodeon and its consequences," to which Caitlyn politely responded, "Oh hey, that's me. I just love my job and want to move
wait,
of
what?
bashing Caitlyn."
Yeah, I'm just trying to engagement bait. That's my goal.
Given a single
Yeah,
negative
facts.
tweet bashing Caitlyn would explode her mainstream presence. The post featured a
Nickelodeon is-
video of Caitlyn with the caption, "What is this phenotype? Nickelodeon and its consequences," to which Caitlyn politely responded, "Oh hey, that's me. I just love my job and want to make people smile," which wound up gaining over 30 million views.
Wow.
Her humble response led to favor from the media, as well as a shout out from an Instagram page called Quentin Quarantino, with the post gaining almost 70,000 likes. Caitlyn explained how much the hate had helped her grow.
A couple days ago, a troll posted one of my pop-up videos in the hopes of tearing me down and spreading negativity, but it backfired in the best way possible. We were flooded with orders. We had our best sales day ever. We grew thousands of followers and just got so much positive feedback, comments.
Nice.
Although with a bigger Instagram following, Caitlyn faced another problem.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Where the hell is this ad coming from?
While TikTok
Guys, no. I'm on the wrong account. Sorry.
This is Caitlyn.
Oh my god, I'm on the wrong account. Let me skip.
Engagement bait.
And its consequence job and want to make people smile, which wound up gaining over 30 million views. Her humble response led to favor from the media, as well as a shout out from an Instagram page called Quentin Quarantino, with the post gaining almost
it's not
70,000
actually
likes.
nice, though.
Caitlyn explained how much the hate had helped her grow.
A couple days ago, a troll posted one of my pop-up videos in the hopes of tearing me down and spreading negativity, but it backfired in the best way possible. We were flooded with orders. We had our best sales day ever. We grew thousands of followers and just got so much positive feedback, comments.
I'm not gonna lie, it seems well
Although
deserved.
with a bigger
Like, she
Instagram
deserves
following, Caitlyn faced another problem. While TikTok automatically filters hateful comments, Instagram isn't quite so generous, and as a result, her posts filled with
That's what's happening. I never got it put like that before. I get it. It's that Instagram doesn't filter the comments to make the good ones at the top. They just put the most like one, no matter what it is, or type of thing. Like, I see.
nothing.
Bro built to survive a car accident. Sending hate from Norway is just like, you're just a hating ass nigga. That's just, you're not even making a joke. A lot of negative energy from Germanide. Nice job, Biggie. Average lesbian in the US. These niggas are cooking.
Brutal insults. In the process, Caitlyn cultivated the world's most dedicated hater, Anonymous 51782, who went through all of her old posts
You
to
are
write
wasted.
negative comments on all of
The world's most dedicated hater. That purple dress is atrocious. Ew, no one cares. New, you just getting fatter. Womp womp. You are a wasted life. Circle. You suck. Jesus Christ, bro.
Them. Caitlin's haters also developed a whole new style
Hate
of
from
comment,
Slovakia.
simply writing hate from followed by their place. There was hate from Epstein's Island,
That's
hate
crazy.
from St. Jude's Children's Hospital,
crazy.
hate from the front lines of Ukraine,
That's
and
crazy.
hate from the cartels. But more simply, there was hate from Australia, which gained the attention of the Yo Mama's House podcast.
This is one of the biggest ones that goes, people just write hate. Hate from Australia. Hey, we're on the other side of the world. Just want you to know that I hate you.
In a 13-minute video talking about the hate, Tom Segura pointed out that the comments were getting more likes than she had followers.
Ignore all the positive comments.
Jesus.
70,000 likes.
fucking likes.
No,
And she
man.
doesn't have like 1 million followers. This is a meager account.
Yeah. I mean, it has like 40,000, which is not nothing for sure.
Although it'd be also through this video that Caitlin's following quadrupled, which she'd capitalize on in a pretty clever way, by launching a Hate from Australia coffee blend. Talk about turning lemonade from lemons. Brilliant marketing move.
That's
As a
what I
result,
like
Caitlin
to
became
see.
a guest on the podcast.
So we got your mom's house coffee, and then the hate from Australia, which is actually Australian coffee. So nice
This
blend.
is?
And when given the chance to slam her competition, she'd instead do the opposite.
I've heard a lot of coffee enthusiasts say that Starbucks is crap. What's your take on that?
We owe a lot of third wave coffee success to Starbucks, so no animosity there. They started the third wave coffee movement. Without them, local roasters like me wouldn't exist.
Caitlin then expanded on her
wow.
strategy for dealing with hate.
I know who I am as a person. I'm very confident in who I am. I have a great support system.
That's awesome.
Very close
Saucy.
circle of people, and they
Saucy.
can call me on my BS, and
Saucy.
they're more than allowed to. And if you're not in my close circle, I don't really care about your
That's what
opinion.
you did right there. Did you hear? Is that the tick? That's the tick right there. That's the tick. That's the tick right there.
Great support system.
That's awesome.
Very close circle of people, and they can call me on my BS. And
That's the tick right there. When you have people around you, bro, that'll call you on your bullshit, like my wife, bro. Like when you have people around you that'll call you on your bullshit, bro, nothing else will matter to you. Bro. You don't care about anybody else's opinion because you're like, bro, like I already heard it. Like she already told me. Like I already heard it. Like I have a friend. He already told me. Like y'all niggas just not saying nothing. It's yeah, bro. She's got it. She's on bag. I'd say. Just that's from my personal experience. And then the fact that she shares that is pretty cool. So I'm thinking, you know, maybe I'm on bag. You're on bag. We're on bag.
Close circle. I don't really care about your opinion
Tell
that
'em.
cheaply.
Good. Wait.
After which she and Tom filmed a classic TikTok workout, and with
Hate from Romania. Ashley, get your Romanian ass out of here, bro. Go fucking wrestle a caveman or some shit. Like, no, I'm kidding. What's good, Ashley? Welcome, man. It's good to have you.
comments such as
Good. Wait.
after which she and Tom filmed a classic TikTok
Workout in my life
workout,
as
and
a
with
foot.
comments such as Tom Segura brought me here and you're now my favorite person.
Let's
and
go.
seeing her appearance on the podcast have made a significant impact. Caitlin's therefore become so popular she's had to reject certain coffee events.
We're getting emails. They're like, oh, you want to come here? Want to come here? We're like, absolutely not. We are taking the rest of the year off.
With her social media journey being best summarized by the following comment. Words cannot express how much love I have for all the hate you've gotten. Look what happens when you're a good sport and roll with the punches while staying true to your original mission. So happy for you.
That ended so fucking golden. Oh my god, what an ending. W's in the chat right now. What an ending, baby. That's the type of shit I like to end on. Fuck, that was good.